So yesterday they declared something happening in Congo, a global emergency. It's happening in other places. So they decided to rename it, give it a different name, different from the first one, And like I've already come to share with you, one of the visions God showed me, the needles that will be coming around this time, I don't know whether it's going to be this very one or the one that comes after this one. But I've shared it with you, it's already on this channel, it's also on my YouTube channel, that the needles that will be coming around this time are going to have this, a very small type of this. Look at it closely. What do you call it? Very small miniature type of this. And what I saw was that the needles, with what I just showed you, I'm not going to use the name, they are going to come with a MAC address. Every device, especially communication device, has a MAC address. Bluetooth devices have a MAC address. Wi-Fi devices have a MAC address. Your mobile phone has a MAC address. Your modem, your MiFi has a MAC address. The needles I was shown, the needles that God showed me that are going to be used on people will have a miniature, very small type of what I just showed you. The very small thing in a motherboard, in the computer and the laptop, the very small things in the motherboard, on the computer, in devices, the very small things in them. The needles that are coming around, And like if you've been around, if you've been alive, you've seen the first one and the issues that came up and people who crossed over to the other side, a lot of people are also crossing over to the other side. Those who are not lucky, a lot of people are having several issues health-wise, and up to now we've not had redress. They've not addressed it. They've not told us. They've not dealt with it. These people seem they don't learn. Your hearts are hardened as that. So, and I've already told you already that people are going to be forced to go indoors. I've already told you that already. I've already shared that dream with you. It happened suddenly. People were not expecting it. People were not happy. They were not expecting it. People are not prepared. I've already shared that with you. So what we are hearing in the news that thing has been declared a global emergency. It should not be news to you, because God has allowed and has shared with His children to prepare you ahead of time so that you are not dismayed. You are not overcome with fear, So the new needles are going to come with the very small things in motherboard, very small things in motherboard. They are going to come with it, and what I was shown is that they have a MAC address. And if you read the book of Revelation, it tells you about a MAC. So you already know what to do. You have to be creative in being able to transport. You have to be creative in being able to transport some of these messages, because you already know what's going on. You didn't want us to speak. Yeah, so when you get it, share with somebody, share with a friend, share with the family, share with the loved one, share with anybody. Share with anybody. God has released it. I've also shared it with you. If we don't do what we are supposed to do, and then we become a victim of anything. That is your problem. The thing has been revealed to you. I've shared an earlier video, I think somewhere last year or maybe last 2 years, and they have declared it a global emergency. And when you hear global emergency, it comes with something else. It comes with another word which starts with a V. That is the needles. That is coming. Do the right thing this time. It's giving this song, Careless, Trick Me. Careless, Trick Me. Listen, you can watch that. Careless, Trick Me. Ignore the visuals and listen to the chorus. Careless, Kelis, Trick Me. Listen to the chorus. Ignore the visuals and all that they are doing. So know what to do. Know how to position yourself. If you don't want any trouble, you don't want any problem. You stay away from getting that thing inside of you. This is still Christ Without Borders. Thank you once again. So it's very important that children of God pay attention to some of these things. It's very important. Because this is where we find ourselves. This is the time we find ourselves. This is the place we find ourselves. Some of these things. They're going to keep coming. You're going to keep coming. You're going to keep showing up. They'll keep coming. They'll keep showing up. And as time keeps going, as time goes on, it's going to keep ramping up. So I've already shared with you. Do the needful. And tell those who have to hear. If you've not stocked up on basic stuff, what happened when they cause people to go indoors. Get it. Get your basic stuff, basic necessities, before it's too late. As I've been here already, I've already shared with you. It was all of a sudden. People will not be expecting it. Just want to take people by surprise. Be careful. The needles are coming. I'm using needles intentionally. The needles are coming. So if you have learned anything, from the first needles, and what it's causing people, how it's affecting people, you would be wise this time. You'll be wise this time by yourself, your family, your loved ones, your kids, because it looks as if they want to. It's people, people will not know that it contains it. People don't know that it contains it. But before there's something that they already are able to use to identify you. I don't want people to know that they are putting that there. So some of the people who are going to even administer it don't know it contains that thing. It's hidden. So before people know it, they already have that thing on them. Before people know, that thing is already been put inside of you without your consent. So I have to speak about this and let you know. I've told you, if you don't take your decision, this is your own problem. I've done my best to bring it to you and repeated it again.